Okay guys, well welcome back to the next part here on PC Console Challenge here on Drummard Farm. As you can see, I have kicked it through the night. No more darkness working. And I think that's about all that I did from the last time we were here together. Just having to rethink the titles of these, of course, because the PC Master race here is not happy with my titling of the episodes. Apparently, Mind the Gap and is the PC in the competition. You know, they weren't too happy with those. So I think we'll maybe entitle this one going. Let's see. Who cares what the PC players think anyway? Good title for me. Well, guys, we just get this back up and going here. The Plow. Field 35 is nearly finished. We have filled the hayloft that we put in there in the cows. So we're just going to plow this bit back under because I don't see the need to drive across the map with it. We're not starting pigs yet or anytime soon, so you know there's no point just carting it across and wasting time there. This big mouth here learned his lesson there tonight. Recording this not long after Randy's last live stream there, which the topic of baling was brought up, and of course me being the big mouth me, oh yeah, sure, bales, why not? Do you want to do round bales as well? Round bales don't bother me at all. Yeah, let's do round bales. Big mouth, I hate round bales. So one of these days I'm gonna have to engage that filter between my brain and my mouth. Don't know when that'll be like, but we'll try it one of these days. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Oh yeah, we don't need him to go yet because the Plow is not finished, so we can turn him off. Let's see, what have we got going on then, guys? Looking at the fields. So 35 is nearly plowed under. And we have all the rest of them up there, which are all fully fertilized. And they're all in the growing stages. Yay! So, are we fully fertilized all the fields? We have result. So, while that Plow's working there, I think what we'll maybe do is hire another Plow and we'll get some of these grass fields done through. So, go to the shop and we'll get another Plow. So just hiring this one because we don't need two in general, you know. 180 horsepower, 240 horsepower. And we'll take the Lemkin. So say we're just going to lease it this time. And we'll go jump into one of the fence here. Both of them down at this farm, aren't they? Oh, just went through a wall. One. Where's the other one? Ah, it's on the cedar, that's where it is. So we'll have to take this one. Let's drop off the front loader console, there's no point in having it on. And let's go and get the Plow. Do a little plowing ourselves in one of these fields. In fact, what I'll do is when I get over to the other farm, I'll just reset the Plow back for speed, for quickness. Be my first time resetting this game of any of the equipment. Not unlike certain PC players who have reset a few times. Well, Mr. RDL has started using his courseplay. Does that worry me? Not really. If it was brought to the console, all good. Maybe I'd use it, but I don't know. I think it's more flaws than it has plus sides, especially because it never works properly. Oh, went past it. 1 second. Look where you're going when you're reversed. That would be a good idea, really, wouldn't it? And we'll just reset that plow here quickly. We got it delivered. And let's go grab it. Just took the bigger one for, yeah, just for the sake of quickness and easiness, to be honest. Stretch it out. We're doing that. The field now that the hard workers in 35 is going to be one massive big grass field, so we don't need all these grass fields about anymore. So, hence the reason this one here is going to be made into crops. Get yourself unfolded. Okie dokie. Get straightened up. So guys, what's the opinion on the competition so far? Everyone enjoying it? I have to say, I'm actually really enjoying this. I find it hard not to come on and do about 10 episodes a day. I'm really getting into it. To be quite honest with you, it's put a different view of Farming Simulator for me. It's really got me back interested in the game again. For a while there, I was just getting a wee bit bored with all the same stuff, but it's put the enjoyment back into the game for me. I think a wee bit of competition does everybody good. That's not at its full width, it can't be. It is. I thought it was wider than that. I'm losing my mind. Excuse me. If we were going to do grass in these fields anyway, they would have had to be ploughed under and reseeded with grass anyway, because they're not FS17 fields. Does that make sense to anybody? They're basically just painted on, so they're not actually defined as fields. I actually quite like that idea, because it means you have to do something with it. You know, it's not just as easy as just let's go cut the grass. You know, if you want to get your best out of it, you have to go and plough it. You have to do the fertilization on it. You know, great idea. Go back to some of the old hard maps on FS15 that were out. You had to do everything. No defined fields. You just had to create your own. Sometimes I think some of these maps are too easy, you know, the way they're set up. Everyone's probably thinking to me now, going, "This guy's nuts." You know, but if something a bit more challenging than the usual, just, you know, start the map. You get the starting equipment, seed, fertilize, you know, something different. Give you something different to do. After a while, you know, they're doing the same things, especially with the Arable. I think that's why I'm looking forward to the Platinum Edition as well, because there's the new crops. And, well, if you believe the rumours, a new type of animal mechanic as well, but I can't see it happening. You know, I would love to have something like beef cattle in this, but it'll be dairy, different type of dairy cow. And let's be honest with you, like the if they're going to have two different types of cows, they're going to have to go in and re-edit all the maps they've already done, because you can't have them both on the same enclosure. And Giants have already stated that the sugarcane you can plant on any of the maps. So I can't see them bringing in beef. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I am wrong. But just can't see it. Looking forward to seeing the though. New version of the Massey coming out. More like a compact tractor from what I understand. The stars are quite good. Oh, I had to have a laugh at Randy's last installment on his the PC version of this, when he tried to take the roof off his combine harvester. Not long after criticizing my combine driving. Quite funny. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a drawn-out process playing up fields, but yeah, has to be done. And I don't really want to be doing too much without people here to see what's going on. It's basically because it's meant to be a complete gameplay on screen. Just so one doesn't say to the other, "Ah, sure, you had more time at me to do this," or... Not that I'm saying that, yeah, there would be a problem that way, but it's just to keep things above board. Start going up down the field here. So, PC seems to think that, Randy seems to think that he's ahead of me in this game so far. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. I think we're holding our own here on the console end. I think we're actually doing pretty well. We've got our sheep up and going there. What, 50 sheep? Unless the bread. So we can just quickly check that, actually. Oh, 51 and a half. We've got an extra sheep from somewhere. Sheeps are doing their things. Go little sheepies, make me money. In all fairness, I think we're holding our own here, if not just slightly ahead by a mile. You may have your course play, you may have your follow me, you may have your GPS. I'm playing smart. Not driving too well, like, but I'm playing smart. Oh, where did I learn how to drive, Stevie Wonder? So this will give us another arable field anyway, another source of income. I think I'll do this with the big field over by the silage clump for definite. And also, maybe I think is it field 27? I want to say 27. Make the map bigger. Hold on. Shop, go away. No, load map. Field 27 here, where the wee cursor is. That's another quite a nice size of field to play under. And then we'll do 34 as well. 32, maybe not, it's a bit small. Definitely 12 and 11, too small. 10 maybe a bit small as well, we'll see yet. But, you know, definitely for 9. 9's big enough to make it into a field. Lift apply. And away we go. Thinking about it, we probably should have cut this field first and then plowed it under, but yeah, hindsight's a great thing. Although, to be honest with you, with it not being fertilized, you probably wouldn't have got a lot of grass off it. So yeah, now I have to get ourselves a round baler as well as a square baler. I think Randy suggested this, you know, because I sold off all my baling equipment. You see, sitting in the shed, he still has the. I know he still has the round bale wrapper there. Oh, that was a bit of a fail. So yeah, I mean, who needs GPS? Look, this is a straight line. What's wrong with this straight line? Who needs GPS? Phone's going in the background. See, look at this, straight lines all around here. Apart from the end bit, but that's because I started to plow off at a slant. Let's try to strip myself a bit. I hate plowing. So I normally get a hard worker to do this. But we're making good progress. So once we get our grass up and going, I'll actually go and check on that other plow a second. Once we get the grass up and going here, what I think I'll do is I'll cut this field, make some silage bales for definite, and then get moving with getting some cattle on the go. Try and get enough cattle so we're covering our daily maintenance costs. Just gonna have a quick look here at the comments from the last video, if everyone wants to hear them. Get up here. Okie dokie. What about quite a few comments to go through. Of course, Randy was on saying, "Oh, you know the courseplay can pick up that straw, right? Oh wait, never mind." Apparently, he couldn't resist that. Oh dear, 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 dear. Don't need courseplay, Randy. We do it the old-fashioned hard work way. That's a proper farming way. And again, Randy has quoted here saying, "The console is always going to be better." I don't believe. Oh, by the end of this, Randy, you'll be wanting to buy a console because you'll see how much better we are. And I believe Ryan said that Ryan Clark here is saying that my ultimate goal is to get you on the console. I'll have you playing multiplayer with me yet here, Xbox Live. Lance was saying here that if he had Xbox Live, he'd be on to help me beat Randy. Brilliant idea. Unfortunately, Lance, this one here, as I say, is a single player challenge. You never know, I might see something like a multiplayer challenge in the future and bring you in on it. Tyler says hey, so hey back to you, Tyler. Ryan Clark, my videos are good crack, and he has some Irish in him as well. Well, Ryan, welcome to the elite of the elite, a console player and Irish elite of the elite. And let me see. Oh, Reaper here, who wants to know. McConsole, what are you thinking, man? Console better than PC? What in the world are you smoking? PC will always win. Wouldn't you like to know what I'm smoking? I think a lot of people like to know what I'm smoking, but we're not going to tell them. No, I don't smoke that. I don't smoke anything nasty like that now. Stay in school. Yeah, stay in school, kids. Don't take drugs. Back to me playing. It's amazing though. I mean, I was saying to Randy there on his live stream as well. It's amazing though how seriously this people have invested in this. It's people have invested in the outcome of this. It started a big debate, which is better. I think, in a way, each of the platform has its own. Yeah. Each of the platforms here has its own uniqueness. It's got its own pluses and minuses to it. You know what? We are a challenge. I do want to win. Just for the bragging rights. As well, I get a bit of abuse, a bit of friendly banter. Anybody that's been there would know that one of the main guys that gives me a bit of stick is a guy called Nick. And that's all it is really, guys. It's just a bit of banter. For anybody that thinks anything else, don't. It is just a bit of banter. But apparently he says that my forfeit for losing this competition is that he's going to get me Farming Simulator plus the DLCs for a PLC, and I have to agree not to play anything else apart from that. Man, I can't do that. I'll get away from the console. I mean, yo, Farming Simulator is Farming Simulator, but I like McConsole. You know, ultimate punishment there. Playing with all them PC elitists. I'd never hear the end of it. See, what we'll do is we'll quickly start this guy off. Start getting some of the fertilizer down on this field. I'm going to ensure the time he's getting up near the Dear John here, that he'll be finished. Not a very exciting one today, guys, unfortunately, but this has to be done. And I appreciate it's not very exciting today. I'm hoping that my new hub arrives in the morning, which means that I can get on the PC there and start using the Xbox Smart Glass to record this. That way, the quality's hopefully going to be a lot better. A lot better. The minute the way I'm having to do this is I'm actually streaming this to Beam from the Xbox. Or, sorry, not Beam anymore, it's Mixer. And from Mixer I have to download it to the PC and re-upload it to YouTube. Whereas, hopefully my hub will be able to let me stream directly from the Xbox to the PC. And I can record it there using the OBS, so you should see a lot better in the quality. Fingers crossed that it works. Can't see why it wouldn't, but who knows. I'm not, as you can probably tell, a PC genius at doing it. When it comes to doing this sort of thing. And then, as soon as I get my internet in, up and working, we'll start doing some live streaming from the map as well. You know, we'll have a good old PC bashing live. Can't beat a bit of good old PC bashing live. I'll come back for that bit later. It's a bit of tidying up. Well, I haven't done too badly. I'm making good progress in this field. I want to put this a wee bit wider because I seem to be hitting the edge of it quite a bit here. Straighten it up. And I know the first thing you big PC players are going to be saying when you hear this is like, oh, if you'd have had Courseplay, it would have done that for you. Yeah. Probably would have. Where's the fun in that? To me, and I know people are going to disagree with this, and you know, it's basically it's your own opinion. But to me, using Courseplay a lot when playing this game, you become more of a farm management game than a farm working game. You know, I'm playing the fields here. I'm not managing the AI doing it. I'm doing it myself. I know the hired workers over in the other field doing it, but you know, I'm still engaging with the game. Whereas people, for me, that rely on Courseplay a lot, are just managing their farm. They're not actually playing the simulation game. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but in my head it does. Let's get line back up here. It is a bit slanty, I'll give you that. And the reason it is a bit slanty is because the way I've done the edge of the field, they're not exactly straight, but I'm trying to plenty of land plowed up, but at the same time, leave room at the edges so that if we do use hard workers, it's not going to have too many problems. You know, it's awful when you have to think about that sort of thing when you're thinking about plowing a field, isn't it? Is the hard worker going to work like this? But that's the way they've been set up in FS17. Supposedly they're meant to be a lot smarter. Not. Why did I turn that round? Hey, oh, nearly done. What I'll do is I'll quickly do this pass. Just for something different to end the video off with, I'll go over, we'll jump in the Manitou. And we'll run up and just clean up the sheep. Make sure that they're all fed and watered. Alright, so let's get up there and get that done. Quickly jump in our... Oh, let's see what the... he's getting along there quicker than I thought. Might have to stop him, actually. He's gonna be on top of that plow. Where's me Manitou? There she is. I'll just run up and we will clean out the sheep. What do we like for wool? Still running the two in there. I think the major problem I'm having with the sheep and the wool at the minute is I'm only really starting this game when I'm with you guys here. So it takes a while for the sheep and the animals to kick up. And I think that's the problem I'm having because I'm not staying on long enough to get any sort of productivity out of them, if you understand what I mean. I mean, it'd be the same for pigs, the same for cows. The game needs to be running a while to get them up and going, you know. Just change this to the front wheel steering to make it easier for the way up. I haven't really used this wee mod too much. I mean, this is the first map I've actually brought it in to play with. I like the look of it. So, I mean, I'm hoping it's good. Look at you, you dirty animals. Eating your trough. That's them clean. Just reverse over the sheep and we'll drop it back in here. Stop levitating. Do we need to feed them? No, they seem to be okay. Pretty good. For those of you just wondering, I did drop a bit of hay in with the cows and the pigs there as well, just to use some of it. Do you know what? We'll throw a scoopful in while we're here. Just turn the all-wheel steering back on, actually, that's why it's not turning quickly for me. Oh, that one there. Oh no, I don't want to go that one. Crab steering, no. There we are, all-wheel steering. Slow that down. Grab a bucket anyway. Should be enough. I've only just cleaned these, you dirty gitchies. It's not going to take too much anyway, that. No. That weird shadow. But anyway. That's our sheep clean and fed. Just empty the rest of this out. That's the one thing I would love to see actually for a console. And I can see the answers to this now from the PC guys. Is you can store straw and hay in the loft, but there's nowhere to store grass. I know on this one you can store it into the silo in the main farm, but You know, there's nothing really placeable. Yeah, okay, Black Sheep brought out their placeable grain storage, but there's nothing placeable for the grass. Although, if you're looking at the mods and testing page on the Giants forum, there is some sort of forage and chips storage coming up. But I recall seeing it in testing for the past couple of weeks, so God knows what's happening with that. You know? Hey, the plow's finished. Snip across and take them out of the road. Fold that up. Yeah, I will not worry about them wee bits. We'll just bring you up here for now. And what we'll do then is I will quickly put you on the go. Just let him go away, work away there. Yeah, he's grand. It's just a bit of an incline there. And we'll get back to him. Because this plow is costing us to be out. Well guys, looking at the time there, I'm going to knock this one on the head for this episode. Again, thanks for stopping by. I know we didn't really do much today apart from plowing a field. But it has to be done. Any of your questions or comments or anything you'd like to suggest, throw them in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hit the like button, share it to your friends, give them all a shout, and anybody that's new, hit the wee subscribe button for more content, and I'll catch you all about on the next one then, guys. Listen, thanks very much for coming by and have a good week. Bye bye.